So I suppose really the meeting tonight is twofold. We have a lecture which is going to start, and if I have my way, it will be starting at 8 o'clock. There'll be no question of anything delaying that. But tonight we are also joined by the Burgermeister of the City of Wurzberg, Dr. Adolf Bauer, and 30 strong members from the community, from the citizens of Wurzberg, the City Manager, the Head of the International Partnership Committee, and the Chair of the German-Irish Association of Ties, to come here to Bray to celebrate 15 years of the partnership arrangement between Bray, County Wicklow and Wurzberg. So that's basically the function here tonight. Can I formally also welcome to the meeting the Las Cathaoirleach of Wicklow County Council, Councillor John Ryan, and the Cathaoirleach of the Bray Municipal District, Councillor John Brady. When there's a twinning with two arrangements, you have to work out a protocol, and tonight the Wicklow County Council Chair or Vice Chair is speaking. Tomorrow night at the function to celebrate the 15th anniversary, Councillor Brady will be making a speech on behalf of the Bray Wicklow side. So can I, without further ado, ask John to say a few words. No, you can.
I don't mind, I'm very happy here. Here of Bray, Municipal District, John Brady. Dr. Bauer, elected members, distinguished guests, it gives me great pleasure as Las Cathaoirleach of Wicklow County Council and a member of Bray Municipal District to welcome you to Bray's historic Town Hall. I have to say, you all look very fresh and well. I thought you'd be tired after a good day around County Wicklow, but obviously you're very, very fit and well, so hopefully tomorrow will tire you out more. In particular, I'd like to welcome the delegation from Wurzberg, led by Mayor Dr. Adolf Bauer, the City Manager, Edward Kemp, Head of the International Partnership Office, Ava Marie, of course, and her men's chick from the main post, and members of the German-Irish Society, citizens of Wurzberg, and of course, members of the newly formed Irish-German Society. I hope that you had a really productive and interesting and informative day visiting Turlough Hill and Ballyhenry Film Studios. I look forward to the lecture tonight by Professor Berger-Schmitz on the Irish connections, and I'd like to congratulate the members of the German-Irish Society for strengthening those links which date back to Ireland to the time that we were known as the land of saints and scholars. Speaking of scholars, I think it's only appropriate that we remember and pay tribute to the late Kevin Meehan and his German counterpart Heinrich Ratz for establishing, nurturing and developing the strong relationship that we celebrate today, which had its genesis in the twinning between the schools. A relationship between schools is, to my mind, guaranteed longevity and sustainability for this partnership, with the enthusiasm of our young people to drive it on. I'd also like to pay tribute to George Jones, who retired, as you know, from being a councillor earlier this year, and to the outgoing councillors who have played and continue to play a major role in developing this extremely beneficial twinning relationship. That relationship, I think you'll agree, has gone from strength to strength and has fostered social, economic and cultural exchanges and projects that has built on the connections between your city and our county. Most recent project being the exhibition of photographs by John Millington Singh in Wurzberg, which we hope to host in Wicklow next April. And I wish to credit Matthias and his team for developing that inspirational project. Personally, I'm very passionate about the potential for economic development of our county and indeed the towns within it. It's great to see the small green shoots indicating signs of recovery within our economy, and I look forward to the exchange of ideas with our German counterparts and to developing projects of mutual interest within the economic sphere. I'll close by wishing you, on my behalf and on the behalf of our Cathaoirleach of Wicklow County Council, Councillor Chris Fox, who sends his apologies, a really pleasant evening and a very enjoyable visit over the coming days. Thank you.
Thank you very much, John. I just mentioned a should have mentioned that if you wouldn't mind turning off mobile phones, it would be helpful. Can I just, I have no intention of introducing anybody in the audience, but could I just say formally and welcome here tonight is Bray widow or wife of Kevin, the late Kevin. Kevin had a uniqueness of being the principal of St. Killian School that started this campaign. 30 years ago, they twinned with Wurzberg, and he fought for a long time with a very unsympathetic Bray Town Council and Wicklow County Council officialdom in having anything to do with the partnership, because I think some people would realise that partnerships and twinning may have got into not a great order in some parts of this country. But one thing that I have, as chairman of this group, have always ensured that it would be community-based, and that's the strength of this group. I mean, there's far more of the community here tonight than politicians, and I think that's the only way that a decent partnership can work. So, Reid, you're very welcome. And I should say, of course, Kevin had the misfortune to teach me in secondary school here in Bray, so he also a former pupil of St. Killian's too is here tonight. The chairman of the Bray Municipal District is a former pupil, Councillor Brady. And of course the other former pupil of the St. Killian School, who 15 years ago on the 1st of November, Saturday, in this same room, signed the partnership agreement with Councillor David Grant on behalf of Bray Town Council at that time, with Councillor Jorgen Weaver, who was the Burgermeister. So again, David, you're welcome here tonight. Can I now just go on to introduce to you, he's the Burgermeister of Wurzberg. But I suppose, if the truth was known, he is the most popular politician in Wurzberg. He has always succeeded in getting the highest vote in Wurzberg of anybody over the, I don't know how many years that he has been representing the people. And I think that anybody who knows Addy Bauer will fully realise why he has been such a successful politician. But he is he's a humble man. He never wanted to rise to the Burgermeister's job, but he did have the honour this year, before the elections that were held in Wurzberg, because the previous Burgermeister, George Rosenthal, happened to be elected to the regional parliament and had to vacate the mayoral position, and Addy took over for 3 months as the full Burgermeister. But he's here tonight as a friend of Bray and County Wicklow, and it gives me great pleasure to introduce the Mayor of Wurzberg, Dr. Adolf.
Einen schönen guten Abend, Herr Bürgermeister Rühr, liebe Mitglieder des Rates von Wicklow, vom Verwaltungsdistrikt Bray, Vorsitzende der Deutsch-Irischen Gesellschaft und liebe Freunde der Partnerschaft Wurzburg, Bray, County Wicklow.
Good evening to you all. The chairman of the the other way around, the Irish German Society, members, members of the Wicklow County Council, members of the Municipal District of Bray. This is all new to us. Excuse me for I have to rearrange my thoughts. Yes, very good evening to you all.
Ich darf Ihnen die Grüße der Stadt Wurzburg überbringen. Der Oberbürgermeister Christian Schubert ist verhindert. Die Bürgermeisterin Marion Schäfer-Blake lässt grüßen und der ganze Stadtrat grüßt diese schöne Stadt und dieses schöne Land.
I bring greetings from the City Council of Wurzburg. Lord Mayor Christian Schubert is unfortunately not able to come personally. Marion Schäfer-Blake sends her best regards, and on behalf of the whole Council of Wurzburg, best greetings.
Vor 15 Jahren waren wir in diesem Saal.
15 years ago, we've been in this room.
Mit dem Oberbürgermeister Jürgen Weber waren 30 Delegationsmitglieder aus Wurzburg da.
Together with the then Lord Mayor Jürgen Weber, 30 Bray.
Auch heute sind wir mit 30 Leuten da
And today again, we are here with 30 people.
und mit Zeitzeugen.
And with, what is Zeitzeugen? Eyewitnesses of that time, of that event.
Und es ist eine bewegende Stunde, wenn wir hier sein dürfen, aufgrund der herzlichsten Einladung unserer irischen Freunde.
And I feel very moved to be here, especially because of your generous hospitality. The generous hospitality extended to us by our Irish friends.
Irische Weißen haben bei uns hohen Kurswert.
Irische Weisen. Wise Irish people are very appreciated. Musik? Meinst du Musik oder Geist?
Nein, Sprüche.
Sprüche, okay.
Weisheit.
Irish proverbs are very highly appreciated or highly respected in Germany.
So haben wir einen irischen Spruch umgesetzt. Da heißt es, Fremde sind Freunde, die man nur noch nicht kennengelernt hat.
That's why I brought an Irish saying, which says, strangers are friends which you still have to get to know.
Ja, damals, vor 15 Jahren, waren wir uns fremd.
15 years ago, we were strangers.
Heute sind wir eine Familie.
Today we are a family.
Heute sind wir hier in der Heimat.
Today we feel at home here.
Menschen haben sich gefunden, Städte haben sich gefunden, Einrichtungen der Stadt haben sich gefunden, Schüler und Schülerinnen, Eltern.
People got together, the towns got together, institutions got together, schools and their respective students got together.
Es ist ein Erfolgserlebnis, dass damals am 1. November 1999 die Urkunde zwischen der Stadt Wurzberg, der Grafschaft Wicklow und der Stadt Bray unterzeichnet worden sind. George James, dann der David Grant und natürlich unser Oberbürgermeister Jürgen Weber und der Zeitzeuge war unser Tracy.
Okay, I consider it a very big success that the partnership declaration was signed in here on the 1st of November in 1999 by George Jones, David Grant, the then Lord Mayor of Wurzburg, Jürgen Weber, and the eyewitness, Blaze Tracy.
Und die deutsch-irische Gesellschaft, damals Jürgen Gottschalk, jetzt Matthias Fleckenstein, hat immer dafür gearbeitet, dass wir zu einer partnerschaftlichen Beziehung kommen.
And the German-Irish Association, with the then chairman Jürgen Gottschalk, today's chairman is Matthias Fleckenstein, has always been very engaged to foster the relations between the two societies or the two parties.
Und dass es vor allem dann die Partnerschaft zwischen Bray und Wicklow wurde, das ist das Verdienst Mrs. Kevin von Kevin Bien und Studiendirektor Rainer.
Yeah. And that we succeeded in turning this into a real partnership. We owe this great success, Bray, to your late husband Kevin Meehan and to Heiner Etsch on the Wurzberg side.
Die Schulpartnerschaft, Matthias Grünewald, Studiendirektorin, die Frau Burgschmidt, das war eigentlich die Basis für eine breitere Partnerschaft und da hat Wurzburg eigentlich nur auf die Vorarbeit dieser Schule setzen können.
You know, the solid foundation of the partnership as we have it today is owed to the school partnership between the two schools, in which Annette Burgschmidt was very engaged, also played an important role.
Und ich zitiere aus der Urkunde vom 1. November 1999.
And may I cite, quote, the document that was signed on the 1st of November 1999.
Vor 15 Jahren, wir verpflichten uns ernstlich, die Beziehungen zwischen unseren Gemeinden aufrechtzuerhalten, den Austausch zwischen allen unseren Bewohnern, egal aus welcher Altersgruppe oder sozialen Schicht, zu fördern und durch bessere gegenseitige Verständigung ein lebendiges Gefühl europäischer Zusammenarbeit zu entwickeln.
This was a quote of the document, from the document. I don't know if you remember the actual English text, because this will be a bit difficult to translate this now spontaneously.
Take the sentiment.
Pardon?
I think we take the sentiment.
The sentiment, okay. It's a very important quote.
Und daran halten wir uns. Das ist unser Fahrplan und das ist unser Programm. Und wenn wir 15 Jahre zurückschauen, ist viel gearbeitet worden, es ist eine herzliche Beziehung geworden und wir haben uns gegenseitig befruchten können. Ein kreativer, liebenswürdiger Austausch. Die Iren haben für uns viel getan.
Okay. And we still stick to the program we set at that time. It's a very creative and a very warm-hearted exchange between the partners. And on my behalf, I'm convinced that we have very much profited from you, our Irish friends.
Ich danke allen Menschen, die sich für Freundschaft, in Frieden und Freiheit einsetzen.
I thank everybody who engages in fostering freedom and friendship. And freedom and friendship.
Es lebe Wurzberg, es lebe die Stadt Bray, von Wicklow und das schöne Land Irland.
Long live Wurzberg, long live Bray, County Wicklow, and the beautiful country of Ireland.
Ja, und jetzt kommt das
And now, okay, we would like to
ein schönes Gästebuch für die neue Gesellschaft, Deutsch-Irische Gesellschaft.
It's like a little golden book for the newly
Was gestalten
founded
lassen, zitiere schön mal.
Irish German Society, which says 30th of October 2014, may they never progress on the path of the Wurzberg, Bray and County Wicklow friendship. To our friends of the Irish German Society of County Wicklow, on behalf of the city of Wurzberg, Mayor Dr. Adolf Bauer, visiting Bray and County Wicklow together with 30 friends of the partnership on the occasion of the 15th partnership anniversary.
Also George, liebe Wurzberg, es sieht sehr schön gestaltet aus für unsere Freunde aus Wurzberg.
Die dürfen sich nachher alle bitte noch eintragen.
Also,